All right, one more quick look at gold. Yesterday or day before, I thought we'd probably had the bottom here, but then this happened. We get this, it's called a volatility coil, where price opens and closes at about the same level, and you get these long tails up and down. And I noted in my premium report that the cartel was obviously trying to keep gold suppressed and waiting for an up day in the dollar to attack it again, and that is exactly what happened. However, we're going to see the usual people. They're all going to panic here, but this is actually a very bullish pattern. These coils, about 75-80% of the time, even though when they break out of this volatility collapse, they usually do it violently. It usually expends all of the selling or buying pressure very quickly, and then you get a turn and a much more durable and powerful move in the opposite direction. So, I mean, it's pretty clear what the cartel's trying to do here. They wanted to keep gold suppressed, and then as soon as they got an up day in the dollar, that gives them some help to attack gold again. And that's what they've done today. They've broken out of the coil to the downside. I suspect they're going to try and breach this August low right here from last year. That'll panic a bunch of people. You'll get a bunch of stops run, and then you won't get a sustained move. And it'll just give big money the liquidity they need to enter. And then you're going to have a much more powerful and durable move in the opposite direction, one that I think definitely has the potential to maybe retest this resistance zone here around 2090, 2080, 2090, somewhere in there. But this is what's going to happen. We're going to get all of the emotional gold bug retail type traders. They're all starting to panic now. And because most people don't realize that how these coils behave, and that most of the time the initial break turns out to be a false move. Now, if this break or if this coil was happening somewhere up in here, then I would say, yeah, it's the initial break is probably going to continue lower. But this is happening, after, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5 months of going down. So this is coming at the end of an ICL, and this is manufactured, and that's just one of the things you have to deal with in the metals market. It's one of the most heavily manipulated markets on the planet. But I'll say it again, the cartel is going to win a lot of battles, and they won a battle right here. They are not going to win the war, and this battle, their victory isn't going to last long. Like I said, I suspect they're gonna try and break this pivot here, trigger a bunch of stops that'll allow them to get out of their shorts and then get long, and then we're going to have a much more powerful move in the metals to the upside, at least for probably a couple months, maybe 2.5 months, and that should be enough time to come up and at least test something between 1900 and 2100. And at that point, though, like I said in my last video, I don't think we're going to be able to break out of this just yet. But we are setting up to knock all of the emotional gold bugs off here. A lot of them probably panicked today. We'll get some more that'll panic into the close this week, and they may try and keep this up into the FOMC meeting on Wednesday. But this is an ending move, and this is a bullish pattern. The problem is that most people don't understand the odds of what's happening when these coils break, and that the initial move usually turns out to be pretty brief, and then you turn and go the other way with a much more powerful and much more durable move. So I'm going to expect that the cartel is going to try and break this pivot, but I don't think it's going to produce a sustained move. And by September or October, gold's going to be up well above 1900 and maybe even testing 2100. So, maybe not the exact bottom here, but you're close enough. you're close enough to where you're going to make a lot of money by the beginning or the middle of October.